Hey guys, welcome back to Mr. Fandom Lore. Today, we're talking about a character who has quietly become one of the most interesting people in the entire series. Not Homelander, not Butcher, but Reggie Franklin, better known as A-Train. When the boys first started, A-Train seemed pretty simple. He was the arrogant celebrity speedster whose reckless actions led to Robin's death and pushed Huey into joining the fight against Vought. At first, he looked like just another selfish member of the Seven, someone obsessed with fame, money, and staying on top. But over 4 seasons, A-Train has gone through one of the most complete character arcs in the show. Unlike many characters in The Boys, who either stay the same or become worse over time, A-Train actually changes, and that's one of the reasons so many fans appreciate his character. His story isn't about suddenly becoming a hero overnight. It's messy, slow, and full of setbacks. In the early seasons, A-Train was addicted to Compound V and desperate to remain the fastest man alive. His fear of losing relevance pushed him into making terrible decisions, including betraying people close to him and constantly putting his career ahead of everything else. But as the series progressed, we started seeing another side of him. We saw someone struggling with guilt, someone trying to hold on to his fame while realizing that Vought never truly cared about him, and someone beginning to understand the damage he had caused. What makes his redemption arc work is that it doesn't feel forced. The show never pretends that A-Train is suddenly a good person. He's still flawed, he still makes mistakes. But little by little, we see him questioning his choices and trying to become someone better. Another reason his character stands out is because of the themes attached to him. The Boys uses A-Train to explore the pressure of being a celebrity and the cost of constantly trying to stay relevant. But it also goes deeper than that. His experiences as a black superhero, his attempts to reconnect with his identity, and his complicated relationship with his family give him emotional layers that many other characters don't have. His brother Nathan, in particular, became one of the most important influences in his life. Their relationship added consequences to A-Train's actions and forced him to confront things he had spent years avoiding. For a show filled with outrageous violence and crazy moments, those quieter scenes helped make A-Train feel surprisingly human. And a lot of credit goes to Jessie T. Usher.
His performance throughout the series has been consistently strong. He handles the comedy, the arrogance, and the emotional scenes equally well. Whether he's arguing with the Deep, trying to save his image, or dealing with guilt and regret, Jessie T. Usher always makes A-Train feel believable. That's probably why so many fans on Reddit and social media consider him one of the best-written characters in the series. A common opinion among fans is that A-Train has one of the strongest redemption arcs in modern television. Not because he's become a saint, but because his journey feels realistic. He's not purely good or evil. He's a man who made terrible choices, lived with the consequences, and slowly started changing. That moral complexity is what separates him from many other characters. Take Homelander, for example. Homelander is fascinating to watch, but he's mostly on a downward spiral. Butcher is incredibly entertaining, but he's often consumed by his obsession. Even characters like the Deep are largely used for comedy. A-Train, meanwhile, feels like someone who is genuinely struggling between who he used to be and who he wants to become. Season 4 especially highlighted this internal conflict. His conversations with Huey, his growing dissatisfaction with Vought, and the distance forming between him and the Seven showed a character who's finally reaching a breaking point. And unlike some of the over-the-top storylines in the show, A-Train's struggles feel grounded. They're about guilt, about family, about identity, about trying to change after spending years doing the wrong thing. That's why his victories feel satisfying, and his failures hit harder. At the beginning of the series, most viewers hated A-Train, but years later, many of those same fans are rooting for him. And that's probably one of the biggest compliments you can give to a character. Because making audiences go from hating someone to genuinely caring about what happens to them isn't easy. That's why many viewers consider A-Train one of the best characters in The Boys. Not because he's the strongest, not because he's the funniest, but because he feels like one of the most human characters in a world full of superheroes. What do you think? Do you agree that A-Train has the best character arc in The Boys? Or is your favorite still Homelander, Butcher, Soldier Boy, or someone else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Mr. Fandom Lore, and turn on notifications so you never miss future character analysis and The Boys discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.